The NHL 23 reveal trailer is officially here, and you know what time it is. We're gonna watch the trailer in its entirety from start to finish and then go frame by frame showing you all of the new details and features here in NHL 23. I haven't watched this thing yet, so let's just go ahead and dive in, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Hit me, I'm open.
Little first person to start.
What are you doing?
Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna need some help.
So always Hockey and Emrov, the legends.
Trevor,
And there's the man Zegers.
We need help. Grab a remote. Let's go.
Ew! What is that shot?
Oh, okay, Zeke.
Ovi flip, the layout dive? These are actually kind of nasty.
Oh, nice goal.
Let's go.
There's Sarah Nurse also on the cover.
Stop showing off. I've got something to show you.
Cross plant! Bang! Oh my!
Oh, nice.
Another game?
How about some EASHL club?
So we had some hopping into some
Johnny
EASHL modes.
Guess I'll play D.
There it is again. Cross-plat matchmaking. EASHL and club confirmed. Ooh, new hit maybe?
All right, everyone. You ready?
Born ready.
Oh, there it is. You knew it was coming. Zegers flip in the game. Graded together, NHL 23. There is your cover, and that is it. First look at the NHL 23 reveal trailer. It's a lot of chaos. It's a lot of madness, but there are some good things in there. So there you have it. Trevor Zegers and Sarah Nurse are splitting the cover. I think the cover's kind of dope. Something new, something unique, and obviously it's pretty sick to have women's hockey involved as well. Now, I know when you watch this thing first, it's just a giant blur. Stuff's flying onto the screen. You really can't tell what's happening. So now we'll go frame by frame and break this thing down. Okay, first thing we have to mention, you see it in the first couple seconds of this video and throughout it, is the first person point of view. Now, this is something people have been requesting for a long time. EA often uses this as a little teaser just to hype the people up. I would not expect this to actually be in the game. Now, playing on it seems maybe a little unrealistic, but I could see a first-person replay system. If you could watch goals back from this view, that would be sick. A few seconds later, you see Zibanejad here. He gets bumped from behind, which is one of the most annoying things that can happen in the NHL video game. You never get a shot off. You lose the puck, but Zibanejad quickly gets that puck back, takes a 1T, and even with that defensive bump, is able to put the puck into the back of the net. So there's lots of new animations. We'll get into more of those as the video goes on. We get a quick flash here of the NHL 23 menus. Looks exactly like NHL 22. Something to note though is in EASHL, it says you can team up with your friends to compete in weekly live events. They have not done something like that. Hopefully there is something special going on each and every week, and some little tournaments in the mix as well. We talked about the Zibanejad bump animation. Now take a look at this one. This is Trevor Zegers, gets bumped in the legs, is mid-fall, and still able to pull off a backhanded shot. So any angle that you get bumped, it doesn't matter how you're falling, you're gonna be able to get that shot on net. He does it on the forehand, he does it on the backhand, and he does this sprawling diving animation to reach out for the puck and to get it into the back of the net. That, I'm not gonna lie, is pretty sick. The one thing I'm curious about is how these shots are going to work. So in NHL 22, they have some special shots like the between the legs one-timer, but it was so rare and the computer was the one that had to do it. I hope there's some sort of skill involved and it's not just completely automated, like you have to time it a certain way or do a certain button combo or something just to make sure that this doesn't happen too frequently. But honestly, this is a welcome change. We just need more ways to score and some sicker goals. I'll certainly take those. After Zegers buries 3 nasty goals, you see him skate by the ice, and there is a brand new hat trick animation. This has been so needed for so long. It looks like hats actually come from the stands and fly onto the ice. So no more just nothingness when you score those hat tricks. You actually get some hats on the ground. That's good to see. Next up, Sarah Nurse comes in and it shows us some Hockey Ultimate Team, including the menus, and front and center, there you have it, cross-platform matchmaking. We do not have confirmation yet as to what that means. Is it going to be just Xbox Series X versus PS5? Can you mix in the Xbox One and PS4? I don't know, but there is at least some form of cross-plat in the game. Also on the screen, women have been added into Hockey Ultimate Team. We'll see more of that later on, and some new objectives, which is nice to see. Score with the trigger player. I'm not sure what that is. Score with the new 1-3-1 power play. So there's going to be some new power play strategies involved and some different objectives than what we've seen in the past. Next, we see some HUT gameplay, and yes, men and women's players are going to be able to play together in Hockey Ultimate Team. Obviously, the women's teams got added into NHL 22, but now they have been fully integrated into HUT with their own cards and the ability to play with any of the players in the game. Honestly, this is really cool to see. It's going to add a whole new dynamic to team building in Hockey Ultimate Team, and I'm very curious to see what they do with the overalls, how hitting works, fighting, stuff like that. Well, that's all stuff that we're going to have to find out later on. We talked about some of the new desperation shot animations, but now we get to see a pass one as well from Sarah Nurse. So not only can you do those diving desperation shots when you're close to the net, but here she gets pulled down, little holding penalty, dives out, and is able to get that pass across to the middle for a one-timer. So pretty sick. In all situations, you can use these new animations to make new plays. Also here you can see the new X Factor HUT card art. You have both men and women involved. We got Hillary Knight, Trevor Zegras, and Sarah Nurse all representing their teams. The card art's kind of crazy. You got the lightning bolts, you got the X Factor in the background, but a pretty sick design nonetheless. That about sums up HUT. Now we'll move into some ESHL, and it starts with this screen. Cross-platform matchmaking is confirmed in both HUT and EASHL. Again, what does this mean? Can you mix Xbox Series X, PS5, PS4, Xbox One all together? Is it going to be team versus team, console versus console? That remains to be seen. I gotta say, the new presentation here looks absolutely nasty. There's projection on the ice. The fans are darkened out and have glow sticks in the stands. If that's something that you can change for your ESHL intro, that is actually sick. They played through some ESHL together, and nothing seems crazy different than NHL 22, but we do get this new hitting animation. It looks just a little bit upgraded. The players kind of fall differently and react to how they're getting bumped to the ice, so that is nice. And then, of course, to end the trailer, we knew that this was coming. They just had to add this into the game, especially with him being the cover athlete. The Trevor Zegras pass, the Michigan into the toss over the net, has been added to the game. I'm not gonna lie, this looks sick, and if it's just as hard to pull off as it is the Michigan and NHL 22, it is going to be super rare that you see this, but I'm glad that it at least has been added. I'm trying to think, what would they do with the controls? Maybe you just take the Michigan controls and you like hold down RT, the right trigger, as you do it, and that's what initiates the pass. That'd be a nice and simple way, but we'll have to see how they implemented it. Also, just a little side note, I did get a tiny feature in this trailer. You can see in the top left corner, my tweet came in. OMG. This is amazing. Okay, I gotta say that's probably not something I would tweet, but it is sick. We got the tweet featured on the Zegras goal. We'll take it. To end it, it zooms out to the crowd, and you can see the crowd animation definitely looks nicer. Each individual fan is throwing their hands into the air. Hopefully that's a part of that new broadcast package that we saw with the EASHL teaser. And then to end it, we have the cover athletes, Trevor Zegras and Sarah Nurse, splitting the cover together. I think this looks pretty clean. So there you have it. That is your full breakdown of the NHL 23 reveal trailer, start to finish, showing you each and every new feature and detail that we could pick out. Obviously, with these trailers, a lot happens in a short time, and you don't get a ton of raw gameplay, but from what we've seen in this, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, there's nothing like too revolutionary in here, but I think the new diving shot and diving pass animations will be nice. There's so much frustration when you get bumped from behind, you can't get that shot off, and it will hopefully produce a variety of new goals. It seems there's some new broadcast animations, some new fan interactions, and that stuff's welcome too. And of course, the biggest bomb from the trailer is cross-platform is confirmed for both HUT and ESHL. We don't know exactly what that means yet, but it's good to know that it is at least in the game. That's everything you need to know about the NHL 23 reveal trailer. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And of course, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all NHL 23 news. I'm Nasher, lots of content on the way, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.